looked real good in this opening game for Karlsson.
In his 17th NHL season. This one knocked down. Tom Wilson scores! Tom Wilson finally puts one past Jeremy Swayman, and it's all time.
Karlsson towards the cage, that's sailed wide of Sorokin. Ovechkin covering in point position, snapshot on the way, block, rebound, score! 1 minute and 50 seconds into the contest, the Caps grab the lead. Pellick playing shuffleboard with his longtime partner, Ryan Pulock.
Isn't it amazing?
Protas here, scores! Off the turnover, Protas makes no mistake.
And isn't it amazing how the D are so active? I mean, you could see that develop all the way up here.
Toe drag, feeds the slot, kick out save. Sorokin goes to the splits to keep it away. Chychrun fakes the blast. Leonard steps and fires. Score! Ryan Leonard!
What a rocket!
Caps put 2 on the board in the first. They have a Ryan Leonard goal here in the second. Now they have a breakaway alone. Snapshot. Score! Alexei Protas.
Man, for a big rig, does he ever have a set of wheels? That is speed plus.
Drops one behind his back to Beauvillier. Up top it comes Chisholm's wrister, deflected wide and quick. Nothing, we carry along. Deflection. Score! Beauvillier.
You could see that develop all the way up here. Ovi was thinking to shoot the puck, but then he saw Beauvillier.
Bolts are carrying 3 targets. Wilson able to clear over the head of Moser. McMichael's on his horse. Connor McMichael, good feed, score! Alexei Protas! To the corner. Rotate for Wilson. Karlsson's at the mid-ice. Long range deflection, score! The Caps have tied it on a power play goal with Wilson in front.
On the move, Wilson. There's a lap in the offensive zone. Backdoor Chychrun on the feed from Wilson. The Caps win it in overtime.
Separating us from Capitals Intermission Live. Faravari has some room to operate. Nice send in, Ovechkin to the front door. Score! Dylan Strome and the Great Eight. Finagle's in there against 2 defenders who turn him back. Faber keeping tabs on Wilson. This pass down low. Score! Protas! Strome with Beauvillier and Ovechkin out there right off the draw. Score! 898 for the Capital captain. At even strength, including a goal tonight. Beauvillier hits the seam. Anthony chops this one to the front. Kick out, stop, rebound, score! Dylan Strome! Strome takes the pass. Karlsson fakes the blast. Strome to a better shooting lane. Puts it on a platter for Karlsson. Deflection, score! Wilson again camped out on top. And that's 5 on the board for DC.
And I think Willie can hardly move that right skate, but I think it hit his skate more than his stick. A real good angle job there by Hronek. Make sure he kept him to the outside on that play.
Leonard using the end wall. There's Strome. Strome to the slot area. Wilson, one more. Oh, Demko! Magnificent stop, but Leonard tucks the rebound.
Dead tired.
Rasmus Sandin for Washington. A long way from the cage. Nice pass. LaPierre, one more. Score! Jacob Chychrun. Protas has the rebound for Washington. John Carlson towards the net, deflection try. That goes wide of the goal as well.
Demko didn't see that.
Carlson alone, he scores! From way downtown, it's a one-goal game. Stevenson greeted there by Dowd. This is shuffled on ahead to Duhaime, working against Dunn. Duhaime finds Carlson in the slot. Beautiful pass! Seattle losing Mason Marshman an evening ago in a setback up in Philly. Loose in the high slot.
1,500 in the Caps' next home game.
Chikrin fires and scores! Off a relay from the captain, it's 3-0. Of the third.
Unlucky there for Chikrin because he alley-ooped that perfectly to Tom Wilson.
Wilson. Tom Wilson on the board. Points in 6 of 7 games for 43 Red. Silenced by Carlson. Caps have it 3-on-3 through center. Off and running McMichael, throwing some snow there at Matejchuk. Drive and score! From long range, Carlson on the board.
Their one attack with speed through the neutral zone pays dividends. Good pressure in front of the net. I think they all saw number 43 and his number. They sort of prevailed.
Off the draw, score! Alex Ovechkin, it's 8 and 99, close together again. 899 goals for the Great Eight.
How many times have we seen that draw play?
He'll help his own cause, finding Leonard. Now a breakaway feed for Sordeff. Right on in, hit the post, rebounds in! Sordeff on a big shot. It's 3-0.
He'll take it, and the Caps fans are going crazy.
Carlson, who's bumped his to 5. Carlson towards the front, redirected, loose there. Frank stopped. Follow-up chance, score! Wilson, point blank.
Nudu Ovi was hanging out in his office there, threaded the needle on a beautiful sauce pass.
Snapshot to the front, deflected, Greaves save, rebound, batted in. No goal is the call. McMichael saying it was below the crossbar height when he batted it in.
Down, dropped it back. And Riemsdyk will skate it in. And Riemsdyk into the crease. Fired on net, score! And Washington's on the board. Van Riemsdyk.
Chikrin off the head fake from point position. Sorokin's been razor sharp in the first half of this hockey game. Chikrin playing a little cat and mouse with Heineman. Loose there. Score! Wilson with a slam dunk. At the offensive end, this is Dylan Strome on the interchange, playing catch with Leonard towards the goal, deflection, rebound there. Score! Dylan Strome!
Welcome back, Dylan. That's the way to come back.
Rebound belongs to Wilson. He'll send it out wide. Protas is in alone. Alexei Protas, 2-on-0. Give and go. Score!
Now that's the type of offense I'd love to see. How about that jailbreak? The Buffalo Sabres all caught in the cap zone.
Roy steps down the middle, fires. Stopped by Luukkonen once again through the screen. Roy reloads, deflected, score!
In front of the net, Ryan Leonard cleared out, and the Caps unhappy about that.
With Parayko in the box, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Caps get control, Chikrin sets up shop, top side with Carlson. Lines in, fires, score! Wilson camped out in front. That changes direction, and Washington has the lead. He wants to play it himself. Lost it there to Ovechkin. Quick relay comes to the point. Chikrin fires, just missed. Ovechkin turns, he scores! The Great Eight is the one and only at 900. Alex to the outside, squeezed off there by Falk. Beauvillier knifing in. Delays to his backhand. He scores! A fantastic move. Chronicled Alex Ovechkin's 900 goals in his career and outdid themselves again tonight. Karlsson closing in, spins, fires, score! John Karlsson!
Putting up 6 points.
That's what you were begging for during Caps pregame live. Wilson punched this ahead. That would have been a hand pass. Follow-up score! Since the Blues touched it, it was a live puck, and there was no mistake. This gets away from Wilson. McMichael pouncing on it. Van Riemsdyk to Sandin. High slot deflection, stop, rebound, score! Tom Wilson makes it a half dozen.
Got 5 guys that are out of the lineup that would normally be there. Ricard Raquel, from early in the year. They lost to Chari the other night.
Strome shoots, score! Dylan Strome picks the corner off the shoulder of Sheloff's. The goal the Caps needed to get back in it. It's now 3-1. Very confident they've got it right. Ovechkin across. Drops for Strome. There's a trailer in Sandin. Score! How about that? The Capitals answer and make it a 1-goal game. Chikrin down low, hooked in front. Ovechkin digging for it. Strome puts him in the blue paint. Wilson, score! We're tied! 3.6 to go in the second. And Wilson nuts it at 3.
His top center iceman and Anthony Cirelli out due to injury. Duhaime parked in the corner. Shift it for Duhaime short side. Score!
What a great play all around.
It involved a lot of Tom Wilson discussion. We'll talk more about that as this game progresses. This one fired to the line. In for John Karlsson. A slapper that leaked through and may have been finished off before it crossed the line. Karlsson's bid eluding Vasilevsky. Easy pickings for Anderson. Dowd gets trapped on the end wall. To the front for Frank. Backdoor. Score! Duhaime.
Fantastic sequence. What a passing play all around by that threesome on this line.
Aho wanted to go indirect for Jarvis. Ovechkin the other way. Headman Strome right on in. He scores! Dylan Strome.
What a fantastic play all around. The Hurricanes want to get it going in a hurry between the two blue lines.
Not as much rocker as what Logan would be wearing at the other end. Turn and fire. Rebound, score! There it is! Number 100 for Jacob Chikrin. The Caps lead by 2.
Best power play of the year.
To Aho. Aho shot. That's deflected wide. Hall to the rebound. Up on 30 seconds left. Empty net. And Alexander Ovechkin has goal 901 in his career. His 53rd against the Canes.
Set it for Duhaime. An open look. Fire. Tarasov the save. Rebound for Dowd. A split stop. Tarasov marvelous in the game's first 9 minutes. Sandin fires. Deflection, score! Duhaime cruising through the slot. Washington on the lead.
So they've got to make sure they get to the slot area here in the third period to get it back into this hockey game.
Wilson leaves it there in his wake to the front door. Score! Chikrin and Sordeff get one back for Washington.
Right on cue. There's a slot shot.
Another chance down low. Strome. Great look. Oh, wonderful stop there. Leonard was robbed by Tarasov.
That was a bang, bang, bang play. 3 good passes.
Sandin deep. He scores! With traffic in front, the light comes on. Allen with a pad save twice. With Ovechkin lurking in front, looking for a redirect.
That first one from the point was a doozy. He made that look easy.
Ovechkin, beautiful pass. Score! McMichael on a layup. Sandin sends this one wide of the goal with Ovechkin lurking in front. Alex Ovechkin scores! The Great 8 has tied it at 2.
Turcotte's dad, Elfie, played in the Caps, had a cup of coffee here, played about 10 games in this Capitals uniform.
Nearing the 4-minute mark, 0-0 on the board. Deflection, score! The former King, Matt Roy. Steps to the middle, had it blocked. Chychrun crossing over, front door off of the defender. Fiala wide of the net, in front there, score! Ovechkin! It's 2-0 Washington.
Protas waiting for teammates. Protas had it stripped by McDavid. McDavid battling with Tom Wilson. Puck sent back out to the right point, down by Carlson. Scores! Now Strome. Back out to the point for Roy. Then across for Chychrun. Score! Chychrun from long range with traffic in front. 2-0 Washington.
Oh, big hit.
By Emerson in the neutral zone.
Good hit there. Carlson trying to jump into play.
Now it is Leonard. Moves to his right. Shoots and scores! Ryan Leonard, his 4th of the season. Caps back on top by 2.
Amazing to get to that 900-plus goals.
Here comes Leonard. Leonard, backhand shot, score! His 2nd of the night. 4-2 Caps. Puck play by Ovechkin along the wall.
Good help, Chychrun there to get that puck out of harm's way.
Here's Strome with Pavillier. Going Strome across. Pavillier scores! The 4th 2-goal lead of the night. Tipped away from him by Ferravari. Held in by Nurse. And now the Caps come out with it. Net is empty. Score! 6-4 Washington. Tom Wilson into the empty net. Now this game certainly has the feel of what we used to see back in the 80s in games involving the Oilers. To the empty net. Another empty net goal for Tom Wilson.
Alexei Protas, AV power play time for Washington. The Caps are ranked 30th on the circuit. Ovechkin right up the draw. He scores! Wasting no time with a bullet.
1 second. That's how fast that baby got off the captain's stick.
Broke his stick. Ovechkin right out of the box. Had his drive blocked.
You make a good point about Strome. He had the puck on his stick.
Rich shot, score! Ethan Frank.
How about that shot? That was Ovechkin-esque, the way Frank got that loose puck. Bad clear.
He would love to have played here in his home province. Protas to the goal scorer, Frank, who pumps it. He scores! Back-to-back strikes for Ethan Frank.
Goal 1 and goal 2 on the season for Ethan Frank. And
Fires Devesh to stop. Rebound there. He got a pad down on Protas.
that pinpoint accuracy when it comes to passing, well done by the Caps.
Wilson came up high, closing in. Score! A cannon shot from Chychrun.
Well, it all starts with the passing. Capitals snapping that puck around. You could hear that all the way up here in the booth.
Veleno, one-on-one, lost it on the shimmy. Ethan Frank, who has 2 goals, on for Milano. He's got room. Forehand. Score! Sonny Milano.
Way to go, Sonny. Bags his 2nd of the year. Showing off great speed are the Caps here in this hockey game.
Cole, please, can you be that good? Here come the Caps, 3-on-3 the other way. Strome right in, great pass. Ovechkin scores!
An unreal play all the way from the Capitals and all the way down. Talk about, you mentioned the 200-foot game.
On the move, 2-on-1, Caulfield fires. Lindgren slams those pads together in the nick of time. Ovechkin to the empty cage. Yes, sir! Hat trick for Alex Ovechkin. Career trick number 33.
How great is that for this guy? 905, 906, 907.
In Tampa tonight. Ethan Frank in pursuit of a hat trick, looking for Milano. Milano all day. He scores! Snowman, 8 on the board.
It's amazing. I mean, this is how the team played last year. The goals would just come.
Well-traveled netminder, just hadn't bumped into the Caps yet. Prior to tonight, another pad save, rebound, score! Sorted on the doorstep.
Now the Caps are coming. They've established their forecheck here early in the second.
Anthony Beauvillier locked in on Destu. He didn't get it out. Deflection, score! The bounces go Washington's way. Centering pass to the slot area. That's corralled by Tampa Bay, but not clear. Frank settles and fires. He scores! Ethan Frank is hot as a pistol. Absolutely, wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
On the go. Crisscrossing in Leonard. Good move. As he tried to fidget to the slot. Dropped it off. Score! Chychrun with another buzz bomb.
What he could to prevent that from happening for Voronkov.
Sordif angled by Christensen. Great pass. One more. Score! Tom Wilson at the end of a gorgeous play. Rebound collected by Provorov. Tom Wilson on the retrieval. Chychrun lets it fly. He scores! More high heat. Tobias wants to do it again.
They have to reset the clock.
One-timer. Score! Beautiful passing and a blast from John Carlson.
Just an errant sort of body check as he was trying to get inside position.
McMichael scurries into the offensive end, loops back, slapper, score! Faravari let it fly. There was traffic in front. The lead grows to 5. Shifley no angle, centering pass. A little bit too hot to handle for the dangerous Kyle Connor. Back come the Caps with Tom Wilson. Wilson feeds, Carlson fires, he scores! John Carlson with a bullet. Scoop it out wide for Sandin. To the front, deflection try. Frank on a timing play from LaPierre. Rister, score! Guess who? Chychrun let it fly, and the light comes on again. Centering pass. Roy keeps it alive. Ovechkin flings one at the goal. Score! A downtown turnaround. 3 mornings in a row, and I thought he was just doing great. Not enough, though, to get back into the lineup. Odd man rush. McMichael sprinting in to the backhand. He scores!
There was a wide open net, too, coming off the stick of John Carlson.
Carlson settles. Work it back. One time Wilson stop. Rebound doorstep. Score! McMichael on the follow-up. Rister that sailed wide. Big rebound. Lively off the boards. Strome for Ovechkin. Backdoor. Score! Beauvillier ties it at 2. Leonard holds. Give it back to McMichael. He'll create. Saucer pass Leonard. Cross ice one time. Score! Jacob Chychrun! Final 10 ticks. Leafs trying to pitchfork it free. It comes loose. It's ripped towards the empty cage. Bullseye. Tom Wilson. And Washington's going to get out of here with a victory. Strome, then Leonard. Ovechkin lying in the weeds. There's Ovechkin. Sweep it down low. Deflection. Score! Pinpoint for Tom Wilson.
11 seconds. They win the draw, and this is unbelievable passing by Alex Ovechkin.
Riddick's numbers are good at 6-2-1. 6 wins for Riddick. The Islanders, goalies not named Sorokin last year, won 5 at the Caps. Get one, a steal and a stuff. Not a lot of pace on that. Good steal by Wilson. It's sent wide of the goal. No icing. Protas room to ice this one. To ice this one, perhaps. A 2-goal advantage with 1:11 left.
D'Angelo flubbed it. Beauvillier leaves it out there. Ovechkin will add another to his total. Goal number 909 for Alex Ovechkin is into an empty net on Long Island.
Wilson activates. Off that cycle for Strome. Ovechkin front door pad stop. Rebound there. Score! A tap in for Tom Wilson.
Fabulous power play.
Caps back to full strength. Ovechkin's out of there and right into a 2-on-1 with McMichael. Cross ice to the front. Score! Joining the rush beautifully at the right time. The Caps grab the lead.
Carlson for Ferrabari. Oh, a whip by Clark at the point. And an empty net. And this time they don't miss. Protas makes it 3-1.
And the Kings picked up a turnover earlier.
It's Roy from a bad angle. Askarov kicks it out. Rebound at the doorstep. Ovechkin. He scores! Alex Ovechkin on the rebound.
That's how you put it upstairs and you score first once again. That's Ovi's 13th goal.
Caps minus Justin Sordiff tonight. Chisholm to the outside, closing in here. Van Riemsdyk tried to bank it. Chisholm feeds Milano. Score!
And playing the identical way that they have over this recent stretch.
Van Riemsdyk lets it fly. Pad save. Rebound. Score! It's a 3-spot. Leonard's on the board. Cross ice. Duhaime, who already has a couple of assists, forcing Klingberg away. Now Protas is in. Protas. Curl. Duhaime. Score! Incredible work. Shorthanded.
Getting some daylight because they have coverage on Ovi, it seems like this whole power play.
Chikrin fires block. Leonard unselfishly backdoor. Score! Alex Ovechkin.
Tremendous zone time. Just about the whole power play has been in their zone.
Back to Roy, and now to Chikrin. Leonard on the wing. Across, they score! Matt Roy, a beautiful passing play by Washington. They've got a 6th goal. Continue to get it done. Here's Ryan Leonard. He's got a 3-point game going, and he walks in and scores! Wow! What an individual effort by rookie Ryan Leonard.
That separate them and the Caps.
Wilson, feed it. Protas, turn it. Long wrister blocks. Sordiff recovers. Score! Wilson right down the lane. Gets through Mintyukov. Frank using the wall. Sandin, long wrister, stick save, rebound. Score! Ethan Frank.
Great setup all around and right spot for Ethan Frank, who buries it. Got a piece of that. He threw his body right in front of that. Wicked shot from Jacob Chikrin.
Long slapper, Roy. Pad save, rebound, score! Protas on the follow-up.
Well, you can see Husso's problems, giving up rebounds. The last 2 goals the Caps have had have been directly off rebounds after initial stops.
Macklin, Celebrini, a goal and 2 assists.
That was Celebrini's 100th goal of his career.
Beauvillier working on the outside on the interchange. There's Wilson. One time! Score! Jacob Chikrin! Tilly again. Protas has it. Gets past Werenski. Alexei Protas driving wide. Bullseye! Stretch it out, looking for Ovechkin, who is arm barred by Chatfield. Right on in here, backhand chance. Score! Connor McMichael! Bussy, who's won his last 7 starts. Giveaway. Sandin drifting away. Down low. Score! Nick down! John Carlson feed. Chychrun laces one. Right on. 2-pad saves for Hellebuck. Ovechkin keeping it humming. Carlson for Chychrun. He scores! Jacob Chychrun drops the hammer on the 5-on-3 PPG. Hendrix Lapierre missing tonight due to an illness. John Carlson, snapshot on the way. Broken up in front. Pass to the slot. Score! Protas from Sordiff. Ethan Frank looking to Jacob Chychrun. To the point, McMichael. Rister looking for the deflection. Follow up. Score! Chychrun!
Yep, started with the national anthem. They were down on the ice.
Chychrun waits for everybody to get on side. Steps and fires. He scores! A howitzer from Jacob Chychrun. Former head coach Berube in St. Louis as Sordiff drives to the cage, puts that backhander through the paint. Another rip from the wide angle. Scores! John Carlson and the high-scoring Cap Defense Corps continues. Wilson will steer it on out for Protas. Getting to the outside on Sandin Pellikka. Rich shot, score! Protas, an individual effort.
They definitely needed that one. So did the fans.
Beauvillier pressured by Seider. Off the curl, there's Dylan Strome. Chisholm. Wrist shot, score! Catching Gibson leading. The Caps have 2 back-to-back. It's Faravari for Washington. DeBrincat ripped off by Strome, and back comes Washington.
Good third man, back by Dylan Strome.
Frank right on in to his backhand. He scores! Ethan Frank with a bolt up ice.
Fantastic sequence all around, from defense to offense to in the net past Talbot.
In the area here, John Carlson pump fakes on Kopp. Frank walks in. He scores! Ethan Frank has tied it.
Second goal of the game in exactly the same spot. Both his goals 5-hole. One on the backhand, one on a quick snapshot.
Great health and happiness as Leonard works in. Nice passing combination. Carlson fired. He scores! Leonard and Chychrun get it set up right away. Ryan Leonard lets it fly. Backdoor look. Wow!
He's got it in his
He's
glove.
done it again on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, they're on a 6-game road trip. Obviously, they'll head home, but they have some games ahead of them.
Milano, stick save, rebound, score! Protas pops it home. Ten seconds left. Sandin content to drop it into the corner. Siegenthaler keeps it along the woodwork. Ovechkin to the front. Score! Protas late in the opening period. Jesper Bratt on the power play in the second for the Devils. New Jersey's taking it to Washington in its frame. Off of a steal, right on in. Score! Beauvillier!
Bad turnover. That was actually a 3-on-0.
Right off the bench.
Yeah, he came flying in there, and good sight lines there by Sordiff to find him.
Off the feed, Sandin right up the gut, backdoor Ovechkin. He scores! It's 3-all.
Fantastic deception by Sandin.
Down in the final minute of extra time. Here's Chychrun blazing in. Chychrun fires. Stop. He rebounds and scores. Jacob Chychrun's done it again.
The speed, the grace of Jacob Chychrun up the wing.
Frame no score in Sunrise. Strome will trickle it ahead. Faravari with speed waltzes in. Stopped there by Brodsky. Rebound score! Wilson cleans it up.
Poor defense by Florida pays off for the Caps. Great speed by Faravari. The shot, big rebound. Tom Wilson right there, and he buries it because he was nonchalant after that play.
McNugget, minute of the opening period. Chychrun finesses for Strome. Feed it inside. Score! Tom Wilson has them both.
That's the nicest bumper pass we've seen this season.
Racing in, he was hooked. On his way to the cage, power play here for Washington. Thompson on his way to the bench, 6 attackers on. Strome fires, he scores!
Yeah, it looked like Bobrovsky lost his stick and everything. And
Beauvillier scampers through center. Anthony Beauvillier surrounded by defenders. Leonard closing. On his backhand, great pass! Score! Anthony Beauvillier. Connor McMichael. Wilson and just freight trained Laba.
he's down.
3-on-2. Sandin approaching. Little give and go. Swap pass. Score! Wilson knocks it home and then gets deposited into the cage. Carlson straight away. Eyes up, chooses Ethan Frank to the doorstep, on the backside to the front, score! Sordev from Ovechkin. They lock horns. Radish waiting for some help, it squirts loose. Feed down low, score! Alexei Protas. Fires, padded aside by Quick.
Yeah, he stayed with that with his right pad. Nice stop by Quick.
Wilson fires and scores! Of the third, no icing here. Protas with Wilson parked back behind the cage. Nice pass there, and Sordev scores for his second of the day.
Wow, wow, wow. Well, that's a Gordy, right?
At even strength. Chychrun fires, pad save Merelainen. Wilson reloads. Merelainen goes to the splits. Follow and score! Wilson would not be denied. Leonard gets cleaned out, floored along the far boards. Strome, great stick handling. Fires, he scores! Dylan Strome with a brilliant individual effort.
Well, I think everybody was standing around after that check.
Sandin offered it to Protas on through. Wilson's in hot pursuit, angles to Sordev, then Protas, he scores! Magical work off the boards, and it's tied for Washington.
Fantastic all around.
On the boards, it's Strome. Midpoint, Ethan Frank. Fires, good kick out save. Rebound, score! Strome ties it at 1. Roy, wrister. Loose in front, score! Ryan Leonard with a glass jump. It's tied. Ryan Leonard brings it back for Roy, who'll float one into the Anaheim end. McMichael takes it, drops for Sorda. He scores! Namely, Protas and Wilson. Sorda on the go, sets and fires. He scores! An absolute rocket to the top shelf.
So the Undertaker is the top of the card there.
Dylan McElrath. Well-deserved reputation of a stump. Leonard puts the tally for Washington.
And that's all on Mrazek. Mrazek was off the post, and
both Sordiff and McMichael with three-point nights. Sordiff flying into the offensive zone. Van Riemsdyk feeds. McMichael cross ice. One touch. Score! It's the hat trick for Justin Sordiff. In tight on the stuff. Dylan Strome turned away by Mrazek.
a little bit awkward, but did the job, did Mrazek, from right to left.
Ovechkin fires. He scores! Dowd emerges. John Carlson eyes up. Long range. Bullseye! John Carlson. The Anaheim net is empty. Sordiff punching along the boards. Ovechkin to the empty cage. Yes, sir!
Dallas, they wanted to be stingy. They've been stingy.
Saved by DeSmith on McMichael. And then a drive. Score! Ovechkin. Career goal number 915.
Jousting for it. You're up close and personal in that pack. Dowd rakes it back to Carlson, cross ice. Snapshot on the way, deflection, score! It's Beauvillier. Washington jumping out in front.
No one saw Beauvillier backdoor, including the goaltender, Camesso.
Different colored caps, jerseys, all throughout. Rooting for the team in white. McMichael stretching it right on in. He scores! Connor McMichael!
Bad turnover by the Hawks just inside the blue line. What a place to play. I had the chance to do both. One of my first times on air, I had to do the locker room, which was downstairs.
Score! Ethan Frank makes it 3-love.
How about that? 3 goals on 6 shots against Camesso.
Roy will dump it in. Tom Wilson's dad, Kevin, is on the trip. Loose in front here. Doorstep McMichael. Score! Out of the pack, it looked like Sordiff would find the loose biscuit. Donato looking for the trailer. That's swiped. Ovechkin has a 2-on-1 developing here. 2-on-1 with Protas. Ovechkin fires. He scores! A goal in 3 straight for the Great 8. Strome with points in 6 of his last 10. Capitals on the go, 5-on-3. Ovechkin will set it from the top. John Carlson closing. Ovechkin one time. He scores! The hot streak continues for the Capital captain.
Now, I talked about him in the open. His shot.
Washington swept Nashville last year. A couple of games, and they went 1 for 8 on the power play. Down low here. Score! Ethan Frank as the seas part. It's 3-2.
A broken play.
Strome trailing. That pass was behind Ovechkin. Strome feeds. Sandin, one more. Score! The drive from Matt Roy with traffic in front. Beauvillier to the open Sandin. Deflection. Score! Ethan Frank again. Send it out for Sandin. Looking late. Snapshot. Pad save. Rebound. Score! McMichael! All the way back. Washington wins it 3-2. Washington forcing the turnover, Ovechkin doing the job, and now the 5-on-4 can get set for 50 seconds. Ovechkin, snapshot, just missing. Big rebound. Score! Dylan Strome!
lucky there. Another wide open play by both.
Ryan Leonard gets a screen from Karlsson. Neat move down the lane. He scores! A brilliant snapshot from Ryan Leonard.
We have Schaefer. We have Makar. We have a lot of young, good defensemen following in your footsteps.
Snapshot score!
What a
Speaking
shot,
of
huh?
high-scoring defenders, that's Jacob Chikrin.
And that was right on cue. What a shot there.
Frank puts it back for Nick. Swing it for John Karlsson. Return to Chikrin. He fires. Score! Plenty of traffic in front. An apparent deflection and a 2-1 lead. Play out wide for Ethan Frank. Use the boards. Dylan Strome. Straightaway Chikrin. 2 points from 300. He scores! Through the screen. Chikrin ties it.
I think he's got the best shot from the point in the National Hockey League.
Late in the second period. Ovechkin to the front, and backhand, they score! It's Ethan Frank off the feed from Ovechkin just 17 seconds later.
Ovechkin settles, returns for Wilson, skip it on through to Karlsson, straight away. Feed down low, one-touch score! Dylan Strome!
What a passing sequence that is.
Ovechkin on the delay. Caps get it set, still 23 seconds left in the man advantage. Strome again, down low, sort of, score!
Just about the same play that they struck on the 5-on-3.
3.5 minutes to go as the Caps leave the goalie at the bench. Ovechkin fanned on that shot attempt off the draw. Here's Karlsson towards the net, stopped by Lankinen. Loose puck, Lankinen was behind him. Strome scores! Dylan Strome with 3:23 remaining. He's got his second goal of the game, and the Capitals are within one.
Lankinen signaling towards the bench. He thinks he was interfered with.
Now they're blocking that front of the net, taking care of home plate big time. The Caps have to figure out a way, change the angle, and get those shots through.
Karlsson closes, front door deflection, rebound, score! Hendricks Lapierre! And he gets King Kong off his back.
17 missed shots against Cooley.
Sortif. Wilson there, loose, rebound, score! Protas lights the lamp. Kadri on the go. Nazem Kadri weaves his way in. Lost it there, Ovechkin has it. Alex towards the empty cage. Yes, sir! The Capitals score in the final minute of any regulation frame tonight. It's a free 6-piece McNugget for you with a minimum $1 purchase the next day on the McDonald's app. Coming late, Sandin drives, stop, rebound, score! A McNugget minute follow-up has tied it at 1. Lapierre chips it out. Sortif has a 2-on-2 developing. Sortif closes, waits and fires. He scores! Justin Sortif!
What a shot!
On the boards, it's Ethan Frank. Moving on for John Karlsson. Send it out wide to Beauvillier. Front door. Score!
That's called a cheating goaltender on that play.
Wilson's parked on the far boards. Strome gets it back for Chikrin. Dylan Strome fires. Score!
That's how you do it. That's how you script up a power play. Generate shots.
Sortif, wraparound, Karlsson fires. Knocked down in front, rebound still free. Jari, a terrific stop. Third try, score! McMichael!
Caps going crazy on the ice and on the bench.
Wins the draw for Chikrin. Strome for Chikrin once again. Through the seam beautifully. Backdoor! Score! Alex Ovechkin!
Tic-tac-toe. And Ovi's, yelling yes.
When Tom Wilson said it was the biggest game of the year, his teammates are listening. They have brought playoff intensity, physicality.
That was something. You could see the whole Washington bench stand up.
Score! Nick Dowd! First the hit, then the snipe, and the Capitals lead 1-0.
Watch for Ovechkin right off the dot here.
Block shot, kicked aside, it's loose, and then Gibson can't cover. Strome has it, wraparound score! Dylan Strome picked up the loose puck that wasn't covered. Gibson slow going post to post as he looks for the puck. Leaves it for Faravari. Strome, shot blocked. Another shot, score! Deflected in, and the Capitals make it 3-1. Faravari's shot. He scored the first goal of the night. If he scores the last, the Capitals win. Score! Nick Dowd is the hero. The first goal and the final goal. And the Capitals escape with 2 points.
Build momentum, play in Carolina's end, and then grind them down and try to get that first one, and then you go from there.
Deflection, try loose, rebound there. Score!
Take it right at the shin pads, which is probably the best place to get it.
I always used to lift my leg.
Another guy in this booth with Flamingo. Deflection, score! It's Dylan Strome!
And Locker, you asked me what's better, power play goal or killing off a 3-on-5?
That was a huge hit by Big Tom.
Protas angles in. Stankoven was looking for a pound of flesh. Chychrun fires and scores! This game is tied up at 3. Sordiff speeds in. Sordiff not able to get through the defense. Carlson will. Sordiff's next. Fires! Rebound on the doorstep! Score! Justin Sordiff! The NHL shutout leader is sitting on the bench tonight. Sorokin has a half dozen of those.
Yeah, go!
They'll interchange, give and go. Richter, score! Faravari has a goal for his baby girl. Already has a keepsake memento. Down low there, a great look for Beauvillier. Ovechkin saw him at the post. Beauvillier, stub attack, score! Frank to the outside. Ethan Frank feeds. Sandin, great look. One more pass. It caroms in. Good things happen to good people. Schaefer fires just wide. Stevenson never flinched. He didn't see it. John Carlson all the way. Yes! John Carlson from as deep as possible has made it 4-1. Serves it up top. Richter on the way. Stevenson flashing the glove at it. This is a 2-on-1. It's Protas and Beauvillier. Beauvillier for Protas. He scores!
What a play all around from the attack to breaking out of the zone. And he's had a couple of good poke checks here tonight.
At the point, Faravari for Van Riemsdyk's Richter. Deflected rebound. Score! Beauvillier. Chychrun looking for goal number 20 on the season. Chychrun, Nagels loose. Slot pass comes through. Dubois. Richter. Score! Tom Wilson! Strome will advance between 2 defenders. Dubois! Rockets and scores! Welcome back, Pierre-Luc Dubois. Obviously, the defensive responsibilities are different. And again, he pointed out that he would be on the right side, his offside. Spin! Score! How about the skill set revealed there from Jacob Chychrun for his 20th? Half a dozen power plays for Washington. Of the AV variety, Chychrun right up the gut. Fires! Scores! Jacob Chychrun with another rocket. Feeds the backside. Good recovery check there for the Flyers. Chychrun midpoint. Finds LaPierre. Cross ice. Score! Beautiful look for a Rasmus Sandin finish.
And Vladar screaming in his crease saying, no way, that's a goal. He thought he was interfered with here.
Able to muscle through center. Declan Chisholm on the go. Protas closes, back for Chisholm. To the front. Score! Brilliant passing play. Van Riemsdyk converts.
Usually that face-off would belong to Nick Dowd, who's in the box to delay a game.
Protas, cutback move. He fires and scores! The short-handed empty netter makes it 3-1.
Abisher, the third most.
Martin Gerber. Look at the names you're bringing up. Sandin on the go. Enters the zone. Gets the middle. Tap, tap, passing. Snapshot score! Pierre-Luc Dubois. Vegas making its only regular season appearance in this building. The Caps will be at T-Mobile for a return engagement after a 2-0 lead. On a quick centering pass. Washington hits pay dirt for the second time in the first 4 minutes. Looking there for a redirect in tight for Protas. Sandin. One time off the crossbar. Score! Jacob Chychrun, top shelf. Beauvillier pinched along the boards. Dobson coughed it up. Strome took a misstep. Chisholm fires. Dobish the save. Rebound. Score! Alex Ovechkin at the doorstep.
Lurking on the doorstep, lurking in the paint.
Beauvillier turns away from Evans. There's the help of Lane Hudson. Centering pass. Score! Ovechkin again. It's a 2-goal game.
Now they're right back in it. Great work by the captain, finding that soft spot with no coverage in front of the net.
Sandin will carry. Pierre-Luc Dubois is next. Cuts to the middle. Slaloms away from Krause and fires to score! Chychrun will operate at the point. Strome off the curl. Leonard's next. Fires! He scores! Ryan Leonard ends a long drought.
Sort of has come on. 12:45 to go, second period. 1-0 Boston. Zacha the power play goal. Chychrun down low. They score on the rebound. What a play by Jacob Chychrun. And Washington has tied the game at 1.
At the offensive end, Faravari comes cross ice. Chisholm sends it down low. Gets it back from LaPierre. Faravari towards the cage. Big rebound. A layup for LaPierre, who is even money against Calgary. For Dylan Strome. TVR spots Chychrun, looking for the deflection there. Wide rebound chance. Tom Wilson. Sort of exploring at the offensive end, drawing a crowd of flames. Deep slot there. Sandin straight away, fires, deflected at the doorstep, poke check, Cooley, rebound, score! Net point goal! Washington has the lead back 4-3.
And add to the list of 10-goal guys for the Caps. He's at 10 goals right now.
Sort of deflection, score! Lightning in a bottle for Washington! Didn't get a lot of wood foot on that. It's loose there, and it's cleared by Duhaime. Towards the empty goal, Frank showing off his wheels. Bad angle. He scores! An empty net thriller for Ethan Frank. The final 20 ticks of regulation. Steal and a breakaway for Leonard. Ryan Leonard waltzing in. To his backhand, he scores. Icing on the cake. Compliments of Ryan Leonard. One more step. He trimmed it too fine.
You are exactly right. He probably thought there was pressure coming down the blind side. He had one more step is right.
Leonard fires and scores! A bullet from Ryan Leonard.
Leonard find that seam right at the top of the circle, and man.
Jacob an evening ago. He's had a couple of those nights recently. Off this takeaway, Leonard has the speed to get in. Leonard fires, he scores! Ryan Leonard!
Individual effort. We highlighted Ryan Leonard at the top of the show.
Strome overlapping. Van Riemsdyk fires. Knocked down in front. It trickles wide of Luukkonen. Protas centering pass. Score! The Capitals grab the lead thanks to Jacob Chychrun.
And now Hendricks Lapierre. Back at the line, Sandin. Bruins a man short, and there's zone, and they score! Washington on the board on a blast by Matt Roy.
Seemed to be chasing it all year, but when they made that decision, I think it was the right one to go with Swayman, and
they score! Sandin through a crowd. Another one that appeared Swayman did not see. 2-1 Washington.
Spencer Carberry getting fresh folks over the boards. 0-0. Game 3 of 3 between Washington and Ottawa this season. Rasmus Sandin in the pull-up. Karam score! Ovechkin breaks the ice at home. Good look, Protas. Once more Dubois. Topside Van Riemsdyk. Skip it on through to Tom Wilson. Wilson fires! He scores! Last pad save. Thompson kicked it out. Rebound there. Protas pounding his way through center. Fires and scores! Pinto, nice pass. Shabbat slicing through. Kicked away.
Here it is.
Cole Hudson through center. Hudson closes, fires, and scores. Cole Hudson. Mom and Dad to celebrate. A family embrace on and off the ice. 4-1 Washington. Off of Hamanaho to the glass. Caps still busy at the offensive end. Van returns it there. Duhaime shot. Blocked by Dillon. Closing. Step shot. Score! Ryan Leonard! Still loose. Cuts back along the dasher. A chance through center. Protas to the empty cage. Bullseye! Brett Kulak working nowadays with Cale Makar. Kulak, who came in from Pittsburgh. Bouncing breakaway here. Score! Sordeff on the fly. Pitched along the boards by Manson. McMichael for Hudson. Good look. Strome. And Ovechkin fires. He scores! Alex Ovechkin on the power play. 1,000 goals combined. Regular season and playoffs. Jacob Chychrun off the boards and out. On the fly, this is Hendricks Lapierre. 1 against 2. Spins, leads for the trailer. Score! A bomb from Miroshnichenko.
What a play all around. The speed push back to D.
Alexei Protas to the front, spinning around his intended target, Dylan Strome. Baravari feeds, Sandin closing, deflection, score! Alex Ovechkin!
What a great play again. We've seen this so often from Sandin, and Ovi gets that big body stick on the ice.
Van Riemsdyk skipping on through. Strome off the carom. Ovechkin fires, score! A 2-goal game for the Great Eight. Tied up at 3.
Great zone shift for the Washington Capitals. Textbook interchanges at the blue line between the defense and Alex Ovechkin, and that
little shake and bake from the top, not going to get around Stenlund. Ovechkin's drive, whistle wide. Along the wall, McMichael, reload, Hudson, fires, score! Beauvillier, a tip in front. Beauvillier looking for more, up the head fake, walks in, turns, got the goalie down, fire, score! Rasmus Sandin!
And they all signal Wilson in the penalty box after the flyby there. And what a shot. What a turn of events for the Caps. Both teams will be preaching that on their benches.
Miroshnichenko stepping on it. Gets to the outside. Backhand feed. Deflected. Score! It dribbles through. 6-4 Washington.
Just getting the puck to the net. Miro, a nice net drive. He fired it on his backhand, but he had a guy in front. Amazing. Just threw up that left pad.
Ovechkin behind the defense towards the empty goal. Yes, sir! Alexander Ovechkin, career hat trick number 34.
Pushing and shoving now ensues at the end of this play here.
A week ago in Nashville. And sat for 3, returning tonight. Into the zone, Lapierre dancing in and he scores! Henriks Lapierre split the defense. And he beats Hayden Hill stick side, and it's 1-0 Washington. Tom Wilson leads them with 7 power play goals. Golden Knights looking to keep this a 1-goal deficit. Sortek with a chance, and he scores though on a bang-bang play on the pass from McMichael. And Justin Sortek buries it for his 15th of his rookie season. And Ryan Leonard up the wing. He gains the Vegas line. Hannafin has the coverage. Leonard flings it towards the net, score! Anthony Beauvillier on the deflection. And the Golden Knights have fallen behind 3-0. Capitals have won 3 big faceoffs on the power play here. Hudson out high, feeds it Strome, drive, score! Dylan Strome rips it home with 5 seconds left on the power play to tie the game at 4. Dylan Strome will start it out for Washington. And he scores on the backhand.
Well, a little move. It caught Hill as Hill fell backwards.
There's a Mammoth that has his 30th, I guess, tonight because he got to 29 last night.
Zegras made the rip-off, got a little too fancy there, and the Caps come counter-punching back. Wilson fires! He scores! Tom Wilson! Chychrun on through, Ovechkin to center, out wide to McMichael. McMichael slams on the brakes, feeds it to the interior. There's Roy. One more, doorstep. Alex Ovechkin at 30 again. Dubois to take it opposite of Dvorak. Slapper, score! Chychrun with a bullet. Cates bothered by Dubois. He picks up Wilson. Chychrun returns it. Dubois from a severe angle. Good look. Leonard fires. He scores! Ryan Leonard! Strome rolls it up top. Bring it on around for Chychrun. Down low, Ovechkin. Score! Tippett, curling drag move, punched away by Thompson. Wilson to the empty goal. Yes! Tom Wilson hits pay dirt.
lifted up against the glass by Pierre-Luc Dubois. Tom Wilson chips it out with speed. LaPierre moves in with Hudson. Scores! Cole Hudson on the break. The answer for Washington. And the lead cut in half. Up top, Chychrun hoping for a shooting lane. Leonard toes the line. Changes places with Chychrun. That shot stopped by Allen. It's loose. Score on the rebound. A power play goal for the Washington Capitals. And they have this game tied with Pierre-Luc Dubois poking it home. And now Pierre-Luc Dubois. Gains the zone. Stymied by Kovacevic. Bouncing puck to Sandin. Centering pass. Score! Tom Wilson. He's able to beat Jake Allen with a pinpoint wrister. And it's not over yet.
Caps and Sabres have split the first two meetings. Charlie Lindgren was the netminder of record in both of those. So this is Logan's first look at Buffalo after 6 months. Ovechkin in tight. Great save, Lyon. Rebound, score! Jacob Chychrun!
A wonderful shot to the top corner.
Quick centering pass here, point blank. Score! Dylan Strome! Back-to-back for Washington! Dubois to the outside. Pierre-Luc turns the cage, funnels one to the front. It didn't get to McMichael. It does to Chychrun, who drilled it wide. Rebound, score! Connor McMichael! It's 3-0 in the first 6 minutes. Ran out of real estate there looking for power coming late. That gives Washington the 2-on-1 the other way. Protas closing. Fires. Score! Alexei Protas. Stick check by Strome. Help comes from Sordiff. And Justice will leave the zone. On to Cole Hudson. On the crisscross drop, Leonard. Fires. He scores! Ryan Leonard with a rocket. Good work on the perimeter. Norris was ripped off by McMichael. 2-on-2 with Wilson. Wilson to his backhand. He scores! A spectacular short-handed goal.
Now Miller, Sandin got there first, but Miller took it back. Gavrikov. That hit his own man in the slot. Cartier. Here's a breakaway for McMichael. He scores! Connor McMichael! And we're tied at 1.
Here come the Capitals. A pass across, scored! Dylan Strome from Anthony Beauvillier. And it's the Capitals who strike first. He injured himself, stopping Cole Hudson. Ryan Leonard's out of the box, and with speed, he's behind the defense. Front foot score! Snapshot beauty from Ryan Leonard.
And you can hear the bar down. You can hear it hit the crossbar and drop down. That's his go-to shots.
Sordiff one-hands it along for Strome. Dylan dangles in, looks to Farivari to the front, deflected. Score! Sordiff on the redirect.
I'm not sure it even hit his stick. Looked like it went off one of his legs and through the 5-hole of their goaltender.
Sandin spots the open man. Ilya Protas gives this one up through center. Alexei 2-on-1 with Cole Hudson. Hudson fires and scores. We told you that no NHL player has ever scored their first 2 goals into an empty net. Hudson with 2 of his, or 3 into the empty cage.
The previous game on Thursday against the Devils. Alexei Protas, the intercept, works it down to Ilya Protas, his brother. Backdoor, they score! Alexei Protas with his brother in tow, and the Capitals strike first on the road in Pittsburgh. McMichael plays it ahead for Pierre-Luc Dubois. Only his 28th game of an injury-shortened season. Worked it to Leonard. And Leonard wants a review of this. Traffic in front, kept out by Shilovs. Bank back for Trevor Van Riemsdyk, trying to pivot away from McGroarty. Ilya Protas for Alexei. Feeds the cutting Ilya Protas. Protas trying to stop. They score! Tom Wilson Hudson tucks it home, and Washington adds another. It's 3-1. Point-producing rate of Nola Chari's career. You see he's got 13. Right back in. The Capitals come storming. Score! Ryan Leonard on the rebound. And it is an onslaught of offense in the second. Hudson straight on. Ovechkin back for Hudson behind the back to Dylan Strome. Now Cole Hudson. Wrister. Rebound. Score! Ilya Protas has his first NHL goal. It comes on the power play, and Washington's up by 2. Look out right in front of Kevin Weeks. Ovechkin the takeaway, feeds it back. Ovechkin scores! An empty netter for Alex Ovechkin in what could be his last game in Pittsburgh.
Chychrun settles it down. Comes to the goal line. McMichael to the net. Backhanded by Dubois. Off a body. Skinner in the split. He's able to keep it out. They score! Van Riemsdyk wouldn't give up. Skinner couldn't get it covered. And the Capitals have broken through.
Chinakhov fires wide. Big rebound belongs to McMichael. McMichael with some get up and go. Ryan Leonard to the outside, 2-on-1. McMichael here, backhand. He scores! And a thunderous ovation makes it 2-0. Capitals faithful roaring their approval here inside of Capital One Arena noisily. McMichael's behind the D. McMichael will score. That would have been an automatic goal since Russ threw his stick at the puck. It won't matter. The Caps have a 3-0 lead.
For the Hershey Bears, 3 games left in the season. Their magic number is 3 points, earned or lost. They kick off Wednesday on the road.
Breakaway, right on in, head fake, beauty! Beauvillier scores! Chychrun, Wilson, one touch. Tom Wilson to the middle. Feeds Chychrun with all day. Chychrun fires. Score! Jacob Chychrun!